My father used to have this truly awful joke. As the joke goes, this guy wanders into a nightclub. Everybody in the nightclub is wearing a fez. And there's a comic up on stage doing his shtick. But it's not the normal joke routine. He's just belting out a series of seemingly random numbers. 192, 168, 54. Everybody is laughing. Guy leans over to the man in the fez next to him and says, "What on earth is going on here?" Just then the comic stops his routine. He looks down at the audience, looks down at this guy, says, "This is the Joke Tellers Club. We've all memorized all the jokes, and I just tell the punchlines by number. It saves us a whole bunch of time." Unperturbed, the comic goes back to his act. "Hey everyone, did you hear the one about the 56? The audience erupts in laughter. They're rolling on the floor. Man in the fez looks at the newbie and says, "No one can tell that joke like that guy there." All right, I agree, it's a stupid joke. But it gave me another idea. What if we could contract by numbers? What if we could create and negotiate contracts using this approach? Well, I've actually tried to do that. This is what we created. This is the universal NDA. It comprises 13 standardized clauses, which you can see are either a condition or a variable, and it allows us to create up to 192 different versions of this same contract for any use case we might encounter. Now, in practice, this is how we do it, with 3 parts. We've got a launch form, a counterparty form, and then we send it automatically for signature. This launch form works the same as most other launch forms, but this one has a series of multiple choice questions that lets me guide my business users through the process of creating their own contract for their specific needs. Once they've answered all of these questions, it sends over an email to the counterparty, which gives them this counterparty form. Counterparty forms are very good for collecting information about the other side, like where they're incorporated and who's going to be the counterparty signer. But this one goes a little bit further and asks a series of yes or no questions as to whether or not they're going to agree with the clauses in this contract. This allows them to negotiate against our form. Now wait a second. What if the other side's not in the Joke Tellers Club? What if they don't understand what all these things are? Well, the counterparty form includes a link to this open source repository. Once they've reviewed all of this and gotten comfortable with it, they can come back to the counterparty form, agree or disagree, and when they're done, they'll hit submit. That will send the contract off for signature. Now we've negotiated the legal terms of a non-disclosure agreement without involving any lawyers. I don't know about you, but I think that's actually really funny. Who knew non-disclosure agreements could be so innovative? Okay, one last thing. Stop me if you've heard this one, but joke number 872. Thank you, I'll be here all week.